I have a problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having... Now, can we do it? I don't know. And the ballroom, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I was reading, it shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he's first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a...
No one expected this. Not the media, not Democrats, not even longtime Trump critics. Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly sat down and dropped a conversation that felt less like political theater and more like a reality check. Two men from opposite sides admitting something most people are afraid to say out loud. Sometimes an idea should be judged on merit, not on who suggested it.
Trump wants to build a new missile defense system called the Golden Dome. Ah, yes, I read about this. That could cost hundreds of billions of dollars. Is that a good use of money?
Well, I mean, look, he's building, he wants to build an arch on the mall. You know, he's building a place he can dance at the White House and do the YMCA. He's going to do that there. And he wants to build a dome. I mean...
you got to protect the dance hall.
True. By the way, I'm very excited. I'm very excited with, you know, when the Democrats take the White House in 28, when we have the ballroom, you know, the Pride Month in February is going to be great in that ballroom.
Bill Maher didn't hesitate. He made it clear, just because Trump came up with an idea doesn't mean it's automatically bad. If a system could stop rogue missiles from falling out of the sky and incinerating cities, Maher said he's all for it. Politics aside, survival matters. And suddenly, the conversation shifted from outrage to logic.
I have a problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having... Now, can we do it? I don't know. You know, I read, you know, he says it'll take 3 years and 180 billion, and they say, well, that's... It's going to take... Whatever it is. Of course, everything is over-scheduled and never comes in on time or on budget.
Trump's proposed Golden Dome missile defense system instantly became controversial. Critics screamed about cost, timelines, and feasibility. Maher didn't deny those concerns, but he called out the hypocrisy. Everything runs over budget. Everything takes longer than promised. That's not a Trump problem.
But
that's a government
to me,
problem.
A worthy thing. And the ballroom, I don't give... I really don't give... I was reading, it shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he's first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a building, I think. Also, like, I realized after reading other people, we don't have a place when they have state dinners. They're doing it in a tent. This is America. So do I give it? He's doing this to the White House? I really don't.
And then came the ballroom controversy. Democrats and media outlets framed it as Trump desecrating the White House. Jokes flew. Mockery followed. But Maher wasn't impressed. After actually reading the history, he pointed out something inconvenient. The White House has been altered many times before. It's not sacred ground. It's a building.
Look, he raised the money privately.
Yeah, and it's private money.
You know, and if Newsom wants to knock it down when he's president, then he can knock it down, right?
Save your ire for the things that matter.
That's right.
You
but
know,
they don't know
people,
what matters.
Well,
you know as well as I do.
I don't give a shit.
That the media is not in the business any longer of reporting what matters. It's not. They make their money either hating or loving Donald Trump. Yeah. That's where the cash register is. What matters doesn't matter to them.
Okay. Here's the part critics ignored. The U.S. doesn't even have a proper space for state dinners. Events are held in massive rented tents, costing over $1 million per night. Maher asked the obvious question, why not build something permanent, something practical, something that saves taxpayer money long term.
Do you think that Mamdani's election will lead more financial organizations to leave New York City for Wall Street South in Florida? Tell me, I've read that term just recently, Wall Street South, Florida. This is your state. What is that?
A lot of Wall Street guys have moved to Palm Beach. It's been happening really since COVID. It's accelerated with increases in taxes. It's not just out of New York. It's New Jersey, Connecticut, it's Chicago, it's California.
So they're fleeing high tax blue states for
Look,
Florida. And
this is the luckiest guy in the world that Mamdani got elected, because his district is going to explode. My house, I live 8 miles outside of Queens, has gone up 20% in value since Mamdani announced. Okay?
Because
people aren't going to pay the punishing taxes. New York is the highest tax state in the union.
But you said your house value's gone up.
Yeah, because they're moving to Nassau County.
Oh, they're moving out of the city.
Out of the city, and they can still take the train back in the city and not pay the millionaire's tax or whatever crazy thing this guy wants.
Even when Trump raised private money to fund the ballroom, the outrage didn't stop. Maher shrugged it off. If a future president hates it, tear it down. Simple. But the real issue wasn't architecture. It was obsession. The inability to admit that sometimes common sense exists outside party lines.
But what people don't understand is he can't raise the taxes unless the state okays it, and the state is not going to okay it. So this is just smoke and mirrors. And the younger people who voted for him, they don't understand that. They don't know what seizing the means of production is, but Ken Griffin does. He's the big Wall Street titan. He knows what it is, and that's why he's down in Palm Beach.
We'll see if they move. I mean, you saw Bill.
They're going to move.
Well, look,
they're already moving.
Hold on, Bill Ackman threatened.
No, they're not.
Hold on.
People say they're going to move all the time after elections.
Listen,
they don't do it.
Bill Ackman said he was going to move.
You know how many people moved out of New York City in the last 3 years? 600,000.
O'Reilly took it further. He argued the media no longer reports what matters. They report what pays. Love Trump or hate Trump. Either way, the cash register rings. Facts don't drive clicks. Emotion does. And that's exactly why trust in journalism is collapsing.
People move in America, and you're right.
No, but they're not moving because they want a better view. They like to keep more of their money that they earn.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, Florida is a really good case study. So when DeSantis became governor, there were 250,000 more registered Democrats in Florida when he became governor 8 years ago. Now there's 1.4 million more registered Republicans in Florida. That's all migration from COVID and re-registration from COVID, 100%. Right. So it absolutely is happening. Whether they will abandon New York in droves, I mean, Bill Ackman's a really good example. He said he was going to leave, right? He's been going after Mamdani. He spent a lot of money on him. And then the day Mamdani won, he said, I'm willing to talk and sit down and work with you. That doesn't sound like he's packing his bags.
Well, it's not everybody. But look, if you're a person in New York City earning $150,000, okay, that's a lot of money for most people in the United States. That's nothing in New York City. 150K doesn't get you very much. Right. It gets you In-N-Out burgers.
Then came the economic reality check. Wall Street money is leaving New York, California, and Illinois. Not because of weather, but taxes. Florida didn't flip red by accident. Migration changed everything. People followed their wallets, not ideology.
The working people at a certain level are going to say, I'm going to the congressman's state, because there's no state tax there. There's no local tax there. I get to keep more of my money. This isn't complicated.
Well, I've looked at moving because I'd like to keep more of my money too. And
where should Maher move?
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not moving anywhere.
No?
No.
You're going to stay?
And the taxes here are ridiculous, but it's still Southern California.
With Mamdani in office, fears are growing. Higher taxes, wealth redistribution, business hostility. O'Reilly warned that if these policies move from rhetoric to reality, New York could follow California's path, shrinking tax bases, job losses, and financial flight that hurts working people the most.
You think Vance or Rubio has a better chance at winning in 2028? Well, they got to wrestle the nomination away from Trump, which is probably not going to happen. Well, I mean, who knows?
You know, it's a totally different country.
What?
In 2028 than it is now. Totally different country next year. These nitwits on television go, oh, this is a harbinger of the midterms. You know how many things are going to change in the next 12 months?
Democrats are going to kill in the midterms for the same reason they killed this week. Democrats are going to wipe.
Depends. It depends. It depends if the prices come down.
Well, it's not just the prices.
Oh,
it's just,
that's the big one.
it's the perception that the people who get into power are always drunk with power. This administration's also just drunk.
In the end, Maher admitted the truth many won't. Taxes are out of control. Bureaucracy is suffocating. And while he may never leave California, he understands why others do. Politics change fast. Predictions fail. Power shifts. The only thing certain is this: ignoring reality doesn't stop it from arriving.